Hi, welcome to Hikate's Crossing. Okay, we've been exploring the new Mythic Tarot. Okay, and we've been going through, we've looked at the Fool, the Magician, the Empress, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Lovers, Chariot, Justice, Temperance, Strength, and Hermit. Okay, so we've gone through and we've explored those cards so far. We've looked at the symbology, we've looked at a little bit of the information from the book without looking at everything. So it's really a chance for you really just to dive deep into whatever tarot deck you're wanting to work in. Just take your time, a card every now and then, just looking at the imagery. What do you see? What's important in the card? So we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So we've got these three women. We've got a wheel going around with four people on them, some facing up, then facing down. And then you've got a cave. Looks like they're in a cave. Looks like they're spinning. It's a spinning wheel with the shears. You're looking out into wherever it is. So you can see that the cards have got quite a lot. So let's have a look and see what the book actually has to say about the Wheel of Fortune. So let's have a look here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. The card of the Wheel of Fortune portrays three women seated within a dark cave. The first is young and spins thread from a golden spindle. The second is handsome and mature and measures a length of thread between her hands. The third is old and holds a pair of shears. In the centre between them is a golden wheel, around which four small human figures can be seen in different positions. Through the mouth, through the mouth of the cave, a rich green landscape is visible. So the thread which the moire spin, measure and cut is likened to the weaving of the tissues of the body which takes place in the womb, thus suggesting that fate is bound up with hereditary and with the body itself. The three ages of the moire, M-O-I-R-A-I, reflect the lunar phases, a young crescent, full, and finally dark, the three stages of every human life. The cave suggests both the womb from which life springs and the tomb to which it returns, the beginning and the end of fate. So let me just read this little bit. Here we meet the three goddesses of fate, whom the Greeks called the Moirai, M-O-I-R-A-I. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. In myth, the Moirai were the daughters of Mother Night, conceived without a father. Clotho was the spinner, Lachesis the measurer, and Artopus, whose name means she who cannot be avoided, the cutter. The three fates wove the thread of the human life in a secret darkness of their cage, and their work could not be undone by any god, not even great Zeus. Once the destiny of an individual was woven, it was irrevocably and could not be altered, and the length of life and the time of death were part and parcel of the shear which the Moirai elated. If an individual tried to challenge fate, as the heroes sometimes did, then they were afflicted with what was called hubris, which means arrogance in the face of the gods. Such an individual could not, of course, evade his or her fate, and was sometimes punished terribly by the gods for trying to overstep the boundaries set by the Moirai. In one myth, it was said that Apollo, the sun god, once laughed at the Moirai and mischievously made them drunk in order to save his friend Admetus from death. But usually it was believed that Zeus himself walked in awe of the fates, because they were not the children of any god, but rather the progeny of the depths of the night, which was the oldest power in the universe. Okay, so there's the inner level, which we're not going to look at. On the divinatory level, the Wheel of Fortune augurs a sudden change of fortune. This may be good or bad, but whichever way the wheel turns, it brings growth in a new phase of life. We cannot predict what will come to meet us, or rather what will turn to meet. But behind these changes stand the Moirai, an image of the centre within. Thus the fool is thrown from his complacency and begins a descent to his own source. So it's really talking about, we don't know where our fortune will lie. Is it good or is it bad? It really depends on the choices we make, or our destiny. Maybe, this card does talk about the fate as being, we have no choice over where we'll go, of where we'll head, of what will happen to us. I think there are some cases where we can control that. I think it's what is your personal belief in regards to that personal growth. For me, the Wheel of Fortune can also talk about being stuck, being stagnant, not being able to move forward. Can also speak about our good fortune. Maybe things are happening in divine timing as they should. Everything's happening as they should do, or as they will do. There are some things that we can control, and there are some things that we cannot. And so we've got to look at that and look at the decisions that we can make, which lead us to our desired goals and things like that. So just take a moment to take a breath. And what does the Wheel of Fortune mean for you? So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care, and blessed be.